Hello, everybody. Welcome to Big Influential. I am your host, Mr. Victor, and we have an incredible person today, somebody who is going to stretch our neck, teach us some things, and make us understand why some people are doing what they are doing. Because me and people at my age and some other people, there are things we are not understanding. So I am thankful that this gentleman, he's busy and he took his time to come and educate us. So please, I hope you listen to Mr. Lopi. Thank you for coming.
Thank you too.
So can you tell us about yourself?
I'm Lopi. I'm a content creator.
Yeah.
On TikTok, I'm Lopi410.
A successful one for that matter. So I'm seeing that most of your videos, right? You are interviewing people.
Yeah.
Like it's like more of a professional video.
Okay.
And you are out there on the street meeting people.
Okay.
And there are things I read during my small research about you. I see that you're close to the young generation.
Okay.
People will refer to as Gen Z. So with that being said, I would say that you're closer to them. If I'm not going to name them, I'll say that you are closer to things. And there are some crazy things they do that we do not understand.
Okay.
I'm going to ask, is it necessary for a lady, the Gen Z, the new generation, to start with? Because I am saying this because they are Africans.
Okay.
If they are white people like Caucasians, I will not mind. But how comfortable do you think our lady is when they are going? Will be see their bosoms. How are they comfortable going out in the public like that?
For the ladies, I cannot really speak for the ladies how comfortable they are, but generally speaking, I would say we now live in a generation where there is no longer morals.
Okay.
So I don't think there is more. I don't think a lot of people stand for anything again. So now we live in a generation where we want everybody to be right. Everybody wants to be politically right. Nobody wants to be told whatever you are doing is wrong. So, and in a situation whereby anything is allowed, anything goes,
yeah.
These are what we expect.
Uh-huh.
These are things we see.
I don't think I'm talking because we're Africans,
Okay.
right? We're not Westerners, white people, Caucasians.
Yeah.
That is not who we are.
Okay.
That is not our culture. I'm speaking, understanding my culture as an Igbo man, as a Nigerian, right? Okay. I don't think I'm going to ask a lady out who is almost half naked, right? So
but why?
I'm not going to, it doesn't entice me.
Does it change anything from her? Does it take anything away from her?
No, it doesn't entice me. Sometimes I even get mad seeing it.
Really?
Yes, I do get mad seeing it. So I just want to ask, I want to see, I'm asking because I don't understand it. So that is why I'm not judging. I'm going to get mad. Why is it like this? But I do not understand it. So I want to get from your own perspective, if you do understand them, why do you think that the dresses are changing? Because that is not who we are, Anyone that are gone to the university, started speaking good English, they think the next thing is to wear bomb shorts, go on the social media and start shaking butts. Why is it like that?
I would say times are changing.
No, you said times are changing before. Mm-hmm. And when it's changing, I am still in the picture.
Sure.
The other generations are still in the picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we understand our culture. I understand my culture. And I know that my culture, if I am going to say is African ladies, something like that, and where the other people are still in the picture.
Okay.
So I don't know what changes. I don't know what changed. Is it that they lost the value of being African, or they don't know their culture? What exactly changed?
First, like I said earlier, I think a lady would best answer this question. But generally speaking, I'll say the word in general has lost its value. And it is not just about African value, even religious value, family value. And when we talk about the other, you mentioned that probably they are copying the Westerners, the Caucasians. Even the Westerners themselves are losing their value these days, because most Western countries are known to be Christian countries. But now it is politically incorrect or offensive if you mention Jesus. We can take the Olympic. What happened in the opening of the Olympic recently?
Yeah.
They take the whole Jesus act and put drag queens. So the Westerners themselves are losing their value. So I will not say it's just a Gen Z thing or losing African value. I'll say the word in general. There's no longer value. People do not stand for anything anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it should be the word in general, right? Because I've known white people since I was small, the kind of things they like to do.
And you think they've maintained their culture so
No,
far?
I'm not talking. I don't even think they do have culture. Yeah, I do not think we have a minister of art and culture here.
Okay.
Right? I don't think they do have something like that.
Okay.
So we have our culture and it's dear to us. It's dear. We somebody like me, there are things I will want to do, and because of my culture, I will not do it. There are things I will also see outside. I will say I don't think this one has home training.
But can I ask a question?
We will say this one don't have home training, something like that. So, and if it goes on, that is how we are going to lose our culture when the older generations alone, when they passes away, right? That is how we are going to lose our culture or what we stand for as Africans or Black people.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Because if you understand white people, if you watch so many white movies, if you listen to their news, if you're active on the social media on X, you understand white people, they just want to have fun.
What if that is their culture?
They just want to have fun. So whatever they are doing, having fun is okay for them. You will see a white lady who is married for like 4 times. That is not who we are.
Okay.
You understand? You will see husband and wife going, maybe they are just taking a walk, and what the lady is putting on is totally transparent. You will see her underwear, you see what she's putting on the top. You will just see everything. I don't think an Africans will want his woman to go out about wearing something like that. So that is our culture, is our belief system, and we hold it dearly. So if this new generation keeps going that way, do you think it's the right thing to do?
First, I do not support ladies dressing indecently.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about ladies exposing their body and saying it is not our culture, but if you still go back in the African culture,
Okay, now
you see where our mothers, our great grandmothers tie this little wrapper and small skirts, and their stomach is showing, their chest is showing.
That is when we have a cultural day. That is when
like their day-to-day life. Before we started dressing like this, most time they just wear, the men just tie wrapper.
No. That is African magic you're watching.
No. Okay, fine.
That is African magic. There is a way our ladies dresses. It's not they wear only this thing.
So what makes the African culture better than the American culture?
African culture, I'm not saying it's better than American or Westerners, right? I'm saying it's our value. Okay. It's our value system.
Yeah.
And we don't want to lose it. Americans or Western male, they are crying, they are bleeding because of what their ladies are doing, because of how the law protects their ladies and what they are doing. Right? Yeah. It's not Americans, UK, Switzerland. I checked the other day, I think Switzerland has about 90% of divorce.
Wow.
So that is not who we are. And that person that divorced, this man is going to marry another person. Divorce again, marry another person. Yeah. You understand? Or a lady saying that if somebody is asking me out, that person need to have at least 20 million or be driving so car before asking me out. So if this is why I'm raged, because I am seriously raged, and I'm asking you this question, it's not because that you are a lady, but I'm asking you because I think that you are closer to them.
Closer to who?
Yeah, closer to the ladies. Because I don't think I'm going to invite somebody who is half naked and be asking that person this kind of question. I don't know how the person is going to take it. You understand? And this is UAE, there are length of some things I can do. So that is why I feel, because you are closer to them, that's why I'm asking you this thing now. So speaking from the understanding you have, maybe you have most of them as friends. I'm just asking because I want to understand it.
Yeah, generally speaking, I don't think I have ladies as friends that dress indecently. Most of my friends are properly dressed, well-behaved.
Yeah, okay.
But like I said, I think times are changing. The way we are dressing now is not how they dress 10, 20 years ago. right?
Yeah.
So, and nobody's expecting us to dress the way they dressed 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But like you said, so I think also we are losing our value. I think we have too much Western influence in Africa, and our young generations, the younger generation these days, they are copying a lot of their values, which I do not really support, but it is what it is.
So it is what it is that a guy need to have maybe 20 million naira in account before he can ask to
But
get
talking
out.
about this, I don't want us to generalize it and make it look like all African ladies are asking for this.
Yeah.
I think it is a very few African ladies that are, and the only bad thing is these few ones are the outspoken ones. Like what? Let's talk about marriage. If you go on social media,
Okay,
for example,
you are a guy.
okay,
I am a guy.
Okay.
Right? Would you like to end up with a lady that is not properly behaved outside?
nobody would want to end up with a lady that is not properly behaved. Nobody. Even guys that are not properly behaved do not want to end up with a lady that is not properly behaved.
So, but this thing is just going from better to worse, from worse to I don't know what is going to go to next, right? It's something that is coming gradually, and everybody will keep saying things are changing. You understand?
Yeah.
That times are changing. So if this is how things are changing, and we are still in the picture, I am in the picture, you're in the picture, and I'm single right now, you're still single right now, and we are the people that is going to marry this generation, right?
That's what I was,
And we don't like something like this. So how do you think we should go about it?
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's millions of good girls out there. Probably that they are not just on social media.
Okay.
Sometimes we judge all of them because of the few ones that are spoken. For example, I wanted to give an example of marriages. People that are truly happily married, they are not on social media posting it. And okay, let me give another example. You see, when you go outside, people that are really enjoying their outing, when maybe you go out to hang out with friends, they don't really have time to make videos because you are at the moment, you are enjoying it. You see, these people that are out there and making 100 videos, they are not really enjoying it because they are not present. So these bad girls they were talking about, these ones without moral, I always say they are very minute. I would not say the majority of our ladies. There's a lot of ladies. And if you look at the statistics now in Africa, it is less than 1% of men that are really okay, that can afford that 20 million you're talking about. But every day we have bike riders, we have truck pushers that are getting married every day. Who is marrying them? It's not the ladies. So I think it's a very few minute number of ladies that are this promiscuous, like you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our value is still intact, or what I'm seeing, I'm rolling and seeing it, or I'm trying to understand, because it's not just on the social media.
Yeah, I would not say our value is still intact.
I've been in Lagos.
Yeah, like I said,
I've been in Abia State, where I come from. I know what I see on the street every day, right? I know the people that have been interacting. I also go to club, right?
Yeah.
I also go to church. Even in the church, you will see people, ladies wearing something, I don't know, the cut from here, something like that in the church. So before, like 3-4 years ago, it was not like that.
Yeah, true.
You understand? So how did it become okay for people to go about half naked?
Yeah, like you said, truly we are losing our value. But I do not just want us to generalize it and make it look like every lady in Africa is promiscuous, or there are a lot of ladies that are not into short clothes and dresses and all. So I would say it is a very minute, very small number of our ladies. But talking about losing our culture, our values in general, I think we live in a very sensitive generation now, where everybody wants to be right. So,
Or they don't care?
not that they don't care, they want to pick out the good part of the African value, pick out from, they also want to, they don't know that every good thing comes with its own bad side. And I'm even going away from the dressing part. I want to talk about African value as a whole. Recently, I watched on Arise TV, a news when they're talking about this whole Oro stuff for the protest. So they said they wanted to do Oro, that people should not come out. We believe it is politically motivated, though. So one of the anchor, I think Dr. Ruben, was explaining what the whole Oro stands for, and it was like it is like a spiritual purification, that women are not allowed to come outside and sit and all. One of the female anchor today was not like, this is what she does not want, that why is the Oro only targeting women, just women and all. But this is the same culture. So she wanted to paint it like the African culture is oppressing women, right? But this is the same culture that says only men should go to war and die if there is a threat to the community. This is the same culture that says men should pay bride price. So I'm not seeing the ladies now coming out to advocate that, okay, we want men to stop paying bride price, we are equal, you know.
You like a woman to pay for your.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What will it be?
I'm saying
What will you call a groom price?
I'm saying the ladies are not fighting for that,
Okay.
right? So they want to take away the part that does not favor the women, but they want to leave the part that favors the women. So men should go out and die, men should pay price, you know. So in this whole cultural thing, I think it's every good thing comes with its bad. So now, but we have a generation where everybody wants to pick out just the good part from it, and I don't think it's
Or
realistic.
everybody wants to be seen without putting up a work, a good work for it.
Yes, kind of, yeah.
So the easy way is to go half naked.
Yeah, back to this half
Or
naked
to
again.
go, it's crazy.
Yeah, I support you. Like I said, I support you. I do not agree for our ladies to walk about indecently dressed, but it is the Gen Z.
It's not what it is. Yeah, I thought you were going to say it is what it is.
Yeah, it is the Gen Z. But what can we do?
We can ask them not to do it.
So what do you think the solution should be?
No, everybody cannot be the same.
Yeah.
Because there are things. When I see it, I got very angry. So getting that kind of angry, I don't think I'm going to ask anybody out. I'm not saying everybody should be like that.
Yeah.
But when I see something like that, I'm turned off.
I think one of the solutions is that we should bring back shaming into the African culture.
How are you going to shame the person?
Good. Gone are the days now whereby people live for their family name. So I do not want to get somebody pregnant because I feel like it is a disgrace on my family name. Now we have people, do anything they like. There's no shame. Like you can see a 16-year-old girl pregnant now and she walks about freely on the street. Nobody talks to anybody. Before, they said it takes a community to raise a child. So you do not really need to be at home. If your child is misbehaving, your neighbor can discipline your child. But now if your neighbor disciplines your child, you are going back to fight the neighbor. If teacher beats your child, you are going back to fight the teacher. So like they said,
or they will video it and put on social media.
So if we can bring, this might sound controversial, but I feel like if we have to bring back shaming into the African culture, I think it's a...
Shaming in what sense?
Shaming in, if it is not accepted for, like, everybody should not mind their business.
On our ladies.
But you have been talking about ladies. What about the guys?
That is why I want to explain. I'm talking about the ladies is not mostly why I'm talking about the ladies. And I've been saying the way they dress. I've been saying really the way they dress. I don't understand why there is something called private parts.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I don't understand why our ladies should be moving outside and they're half naked. That is first. There are so much things they are doing. Most of them wants to be seen. Most of them are doing crazy things just to be seen. But I'm not going there. I'm just trying to let them know that there is something called private parts. At least they should try to understand. That is only why
might be private to you, but not private to them.
It's private. If it's not private, they should remove everything if it's not private. I'm just saying because there is something called private part. That is only what I'm saying. That is the reason why I've been saying clothes, why they're wearing this. I've been emphasizing more on the way they dress, right? We've talked about our culture, the main topic of our interview today. Yeah. So I think we've come to understand some things. I think it's also men that hide them because men show so much interest. That is how they can do it, because anything that ladies are doing or our sisters are doing and men show no interest, it will not go longer.
True.
So okay, we've come, and also content creating, shedding more light in it is also helpful for me and the people that wants to start. So with all that being said, I hope that you enjoyed our show today. And I hope that you stayed throughout our interaction. We did not do this video to upset some people.
Yeah.
We did it to have understanding. There are things that we do not like. There are things I don't like as a man, as African. So I hope that you did understand that. And if you don't understand, you can drop your grievances at the comment section. I would like to read it and reply if I have to. So, and share this video for all your other friends that is not covering some places also, and you can follow for our dress podcast next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Lopi.
Bye.
Thank you.